Okay, then we're back again. Today I think we should make a hole in this roof and on back side here. But then I noticed this. My screen don't like to have two things at one time. It's spinning on my fan, not mine, the computer's. This have an opening here, and there's also something, but I don't care, because when I make this last time, we copied this other two also. What I forget to think about. Well, I did think something, but I couldn't point it out then, so I just copied. Is that if I take on this lectern now, and I go the hidden line, they're melting. That meaning this roof have not been adjusted like this roof slab. And by that, if I do use this now, I need to do this one more time. That's boring, and I'm lazy, so it's quicker to just delete the other one, this one and this roof tile, and then just copy this up and change the thickness and stuff like that. More easy to work with. So then we do that, and when I delete this, this will fall down again to normal, and then we do it one more time there. This corner open up for some reason, and I noticed this before. It's not important. Maybe we can fix it, maybe not. It's not that important because it will be covered by a corner box anyway. It would be nice if we could fix it. Yeah, and also I think we should cutting this off now. So then we take it from there. I go back to wireframe, and I delete these two roof slab here. And then we see the wall fall down again. Also putting on the tiles. Again, I select these two and delete. And then I take these two, put the copy on, and I copy them up. And I remember to take off the copy. This should be the roof tiles. Then I'm putting on that layer. I go to selection info. There's a warning there, I don't know for what. And the roof tiles should be 40. And then I select the other two. No, I don't. Good. We'll do these first. Right. This was this thing to hang the tiles on, and that is 78. I can put them correct layer when I have them. It should be here. And then D in that corner to D, and then move it down to B. And I take the tiles, same thing, D to V, and move it down here to B. Now I have the cutout. I also noticed another error, so I could fix before I make the copy, but I hope it's easy to fix. Then this should not go to that, it should go into this wall here. So there is some difference. This one should go into that one. So then go from top view and fixing that. Is this wall here. I zoom in so I can show what can happen if you don't zoom in. Click it here. No, I was too close. My screen goes crazy. you can change the dimension like this. That's what I was trying to show. That's why it's important to go in before you select it. Then you can zoom out again. That's not good. And I go here and say J. That is the baseline, is outer side of construction. This wall will have connection over there. There is a wall here. That wall, I think to remember, should go to here, to J, because on the inside, the second story, there will be a wall coming up. Then we are fixing that. I can take away this two, take them one by one. Use edit tool, take roof slab, and I drag it into J, using J. There, you see this come automatic. So then this is okay. I turn this off and that on. And then I take this and do the same into J, off, and this into J. Then it's closed, I think. You see, maybe that was wrong. I will find out later. I'm not trained before doing this. I just do it. It is 15 months since last time I drew this house. Then we can start to make some modifier. We know this one, this is easy because it follows the same here. On the other side we don't know. And this picture is not easy to see the size and dimension, but there are another picture in here. I also noticed this when I looked at the picture recently. This way, I think. Yeah, this one. This we can insert. The name of this I call front. But then I can measure out here, and we can scale it based on that. This is pretty straight on. We can also take the size here of the window. We can measure this and dimension window, so we can figure out how big, how wide it is. You see it coming directly up off the front wall, so that is no question. And we can also figure out this thing. And then we insert this picture into the drawing. I will have it here, so I go into insert picture from image list. I always save them inside the image list. Good to have. Follow the drawing. I go from new and I go find this. I have put name font, this one, and I open this and I embed, OK, apply and insert, and it must be something like that. We see the chimney. I know this chimney coming down. There will be a wall coming, an interior wall in first floor coming out here, that I remember from last time. And then the chimney is 50. So then we can calculate in just about where this thing comes in this area. Then I take this and I just dimension it. This wall is also, with this kind of cladding, normally there will be 54 millimeter from outside cladding to where we meet the framework. So then I take about 5 centimeter in here, and I dimension to about same place on this side, something like that. And if I dimension instead of putting a line, that would be nice. But now I can use this. I can say V to B, and then it's 2675. That's not what I want to do. I want to take from the chimney here, and out to about here. Then it's 752. Now I am where am I? I am on this side of the chimney. And that means if I draw a rectangle from here, from V, and 600 in, because there's a 10 centimeter wall, and then the chimney 50 centimeter, that's 600 millimeters. So then it must be the size A, that should be 600. And then I can take measurement from this one, from B. I don't want that, I want measurement again. From B to out here to B. And I have 750. Dang, that was very close. But anyway, I want to scale it. No, I have the chimney there. I have the chimney there. This one is on the other side. So it's 7550. So then I take the calculator. We know it should be 7550. 7550 divide on whatever standing here. 7052. 752. That is the scale factor. So I copy that number, go back to TurboCad. Select everything. I say this aspect ratio. Check this one, and I Control V and enter. Now there should be 7550 about here. Yeah, exactly 7550. So then we have it. And then I can delete this thing. I want to know the total. About 5 centimeters there to there. That's 567. There should be in the middle. 2.8 meters. I go from about here to about there. Then I have 75. I have from B to about 2 centimeters in there. That's 1.3. So that means this window is 1.3 meters wide. We need to know, and take it here, it's about the middle of it, this, to about here. So I say 300 is this, because this have some piece of wood, so it's coming out, hanging over. So it is about here. And this is about 7 centimeters from this edge and in here. Like I say, the cladding is 5.4 and then 19 millimeters more on this piece of wood. So I think it is 300. Now use that, 375 or whatever it becomes, 1300. So then it's 2.8 meters is what we make it for. Then I don't need this one. I don't need this one. I make standby world. I say I want to have a rectangle. I can go from nearest, and it can be wherever, as long as it goes outside the roof. And it can be, should be 2.8. That must be A also, 2800. And enter, and my telephone, so I put it on a break. Okay, then we continue. Now we make this rectangle here. Yeah, we should make this connection thing hanging on. So I draw a line from the middle of this rectangle, that's M. I just go outside and I tap to 225. Then we go from the V outside, and I say shift again, now tap. Then it's 315, 315. And we need to add a node up there. I never tried, so I should test putting on running snap. I don't want the middle point. And that is big anything. No, I don't think. Not intersection. Only want the vertex of this. Yeah, I think. Let's just test. So I take edit 2, and take this polyline, and I press here, Control, and adding a node, but they don't care about the snapping. No, that's okay. So there's no snap. Take this and move to V. There it is, and this thing here I can take down here, and its own intersection, pressing I, and the same thing here, down to its own intersection, and pressing I. Then we make that shape. This thing here, I just screen thing. And this I don't need. Delete. And as you notice, I also don't like construction line. I think they are messy. Much more hassle to get rid of them than using a single line. But that's personal preference. That's up to you. Then we have to think this is the outer side of the wall. So we need one inside. So that is where we cut out in this rafter roof. There's an offset 148. It is there. I normally use it here. And I have been an offset 148. So I just hit enter. This and in. So this is the interior, but the roof here should be the same place. So then I need to use edit, and I want to use segment, and we have this thing, push mode, and if I take this now and go, you see it make this edge. I don't want that to happen, so I escape and I take push mode away, and now it should follow up like this. And then I say to J, and this go to J. There it is. Maybe I did that too quick, but you see. We also think that this should go 300 millimeter in here with this overhang. There, have no effect. Good. Okay. I add the note here, if you will let me. Control. No, I didn't like them because they're standing in segment. Okay, take out the filter. That should be my edit. I just select this line, and I should be in edit node. There, and I'm there, and I want to put a node here, pressing Control, add the node on this side, and I will add the node on this side. Then I take this and put into J, and this to J. Now I want to go to edit mode again. Segment, I mean. So, and I never agree with TC, or TC never agree with me what is X and Y, so I always check it. Let's see he do now. So then I say, we say 300. Yeah, I think that. So then delta 300, then 0, enter. Then it should be minus on this side. It should be minus 300, 0, and enter. Then we have make this one, and it has to be the same on this one also. Yeah, that is wrong. That's what I think is wrong. This is the inside. That was waste of time. It is on this one we should do it. So I take this, I go to edit node, press Control, add the node there, and I add the node there, and then I take this node into J, on that edge, and this to J on that edge, and there, and then I go back to segment, and it's this one. That should go in 350 or 300. Minus 300. Tab 0. Same here. If you go 300, 0. Now it's finished. This one is just waste of time because this roof only should go to this part when it's finished. The rafter tip. Now it is roof tiles that show out. But then there is also something else. If you see on the picture, it's not this. Hold on. The other end. There. And if I zoom in here, I notice this distance, but that can only be this a bigger overhang. I don't know, because on the inside you can see it is about 2.5 meters. But anyway, we see here this and this is not same height, and that's very typical that this is a little bit lower than the main ridge. I think we should lower this maybe 10 centimeters or something like that, and see where we are then. I'll go back to the drawing, but then I need to see it from one of the sides. I go to left, I draw a line, I can say by U, after U. And I draw a line that go from B just out there. Like this, delta Z minus 100. That is the difference. And then I also need to draw a line that go from B to N, because I want the dimension from B to I, that's 119, and then I want to go from B to I, and then take the height, that is 100, so that is correct. This I want to have the decimal at minimum 4, We say 6 also. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we are 6. And I wanted to show 6. But this is the correct, or as close as we can. So then I copy this one. Control copy. And we go back to plan. And we select these two. Of course, then we need to adjust here again. That's okay. And I say delta y minus Control V and enter. This. Then I need to edit this again. This is on the J on this one. This is J on this one. And this is correct. The interior one there we don't need to care about, but that's it only cut out on the rafter. Now you see we have a little bit distance there, and that would be correct when we cut it out. And I can show how it looks like when we cut out, because we make add roof modifier. I select this roof, and I now select the outer on this one. It should have cut it even if I didn't see it. I did not. I have select this, and it should be this one. Now I cut. So there is what it should cut out in this roof, in the tiles. And also we can see that if I take this one, that body line, and then move it, the whole follow, because you see they are linked, so they have connection. Then Control Z and go back. Now this is in the correct position. We can take and make the other one also. Now you spiral. It's a rectangle. That can go from this, from big and after complex to nearest. And now on the outer side, this is for the roof tiles and the electricity. So then I say 2V on this one, and then I want to drag this outside here, outside the roof. So then we have this, and we also need one for the inside. The wall is 148. Did I make the correct place there? What is that? That's the wall 0, that's one. So that one should come into this, that is B. And then I have offset again, and then this or that, and then because it's standing on 148, I hit enter, and then I select and click inside. Now I need to take this one up to J here. Then we have this modifier on that side. I can see it on back side there someplace. And then I want to have on the outer side here is add modifier. We say down there, select roof. So I select roof, and I add that modifier. Now it has cutting hole in the roof. And I go to hidden line, more easy to see. So this is how it looks like now. We also need one modifier over here, they're going up here. This one is, now I have to see it. I go to plan view again. I only go to wireframe, and I draw a new rectangle. That can go from here, as long as it's outside the roof in both sides. And I make it going in here to V. Well, then I know it follow that one. And I take this polyline and I drag it over here to N. This is the place, but there should be 40 centimeter overhang. That means I'm moving this 400 millimeter minus 1. Minus 400. But that is the place. All this should be modifier roof. And that we need to remember with the other one also. This one should also be here. I need to set use edit tool and add a node. Yeah. And I need to go to edit node. I put the node about here. And then go to intersection, I. And then I switch over to segment. And dragging this up there. But you see, don't standing on this push mode thing. I take this, it's still good. What the heck? One more time. Take away this. Okay. I can take J. And I go again, and I can say node edit. And I can just delete that one, and now I take that away, and it's smack in the worksheet. It has something with my computer, I think, why this tool didn't work on a 2D polyline. So now I want to cut out from this roof this overhang also. That is, this is roof tile, and the roof tile should be 5 centimeter more outside. Okay, forget to remember that. Then I take this, I make a copy in delta y minus 50. Then I remember to take away that. So this is the one for the roof tiles. That's important to remember. But then we also need to adjust here. So edit tool again. Take this. We can try this edit segment. See if it works or not. No, I cannot choose it because this is not selected. Segment. Take away the push mode. Yeah, now it works. To J. So then this has the same place here as everything else. This was the roof slab. Where should go? Yeah, go there. No, okay, yeah, that's good. So then I should cutting off this part. Again, modifier, this. And now it is this roof, and it is this modifier. Now it has cutting that. I go this here, and we go hidden line, and now we see the overhang is cutted. There are something there, I don't know if I mentioned. I've seen it before, it kind of crashed. Sometimes I manage to fix it, sometimes not. But it will be like it will be later when we're putting a box over, if we cannot fix it. Then we have this and this. This looks okay. The thing when we use a modifier, we cannot change the edge. I want to have a square edge on this one, but that is not possible when I'm using a modifier. It will always be straight up. I can also try to rotate the modifier to see if it follow the object, but it didn't. It goes straight up. So, but if I did also this to roof slab, I couldn't show this tool how to make hole in a normal roof. So that's why I keep it like this. So then we have this, and we have this one. We have taken this one. We have not cut in the other roof. Now I turn away the lector, and I turn away on this one, and we go. This is lector, wireframe. This is also the outer one on the roof. So let's add roof modifier, select the roof, and it is the outer modifier. And the same thing here. I select this roof and the outer modifier. Then we are finished with the lector, and I'm putting on the rafter. Same thing. This roof, but now it is the inner modifier. And the same thing on this. It's this roof and the inner modifier. Then we have it like this, and I can take on this other one and the next one. And now you see that I think the wall should stand on top of the roof. It should not go all the way down on the side. That's why I do this, and this is the same thing here. That's the difference. So then this is okay at the moment. We can try to fix this corner and see if they will stay now. Then we take away rafter and time. There is something there, but this should go out here, in my opinion. Should not. Where is it? No, we haven't taken off this. That is what's missing. We're missing one. Wireframe. This is the tiles. Didn't we take that one? What we take? I move this 400 out there. This is the tiles layer. This has no connection to this modifier. I think I take it wrong. No, it's lector. It's lector. It's lector. Then I use modify again. This roof. This is lector. So then it is the one here that should be used. Now that will happen, as supposed to, and then we get the line that there was missing. This is correct. We have to see if we should do something more here. I think we should, but I don't look into it now. Then this is on, and we take the roof tile on, and like I say, this one we cannot make it square because we have the modifier on it. I cannot change it with no, because then it will change the roof angle and stuff like that. But this part here make the major roof angle, no matter what. So it is, and it is, and then I think I should stop. Now we should make this one. I'm easy to get distracted. We should take this and see if it works better this time. Then we don't know that before we open drawing next time, but we try. It's now a roof slab. It's this one. I say select the wall and select the roof slab. I hit escape, wall, slab, escape, wall, slab, escape, and wall, slab, escape. And now I go to hidden line, and I will go to standard view. I often go to this view on this house, like I said before, because I think this is the most nice thing. So let me have it. And then next time we make some roof, a roof slab for this thing, and we are finished with the basic shape of the house. Time for a break.